start off with Michael Grady from Yes Network.
Hey, Jeff, I know the focus and everything intensifies given the task at hand, but what do you love most about battling and competing at this level, playoff time?
That's what it's all about. That's what you fight for. You put yourself in a position to, compete around this time of the year. And it's the best time of the year. Every game matters. Every possession matters. And, it's the fun part of the year. So I'm looking forward to it.
With all the adversity that you guys have persevered through this season, how much do you feel that has either prepared you for the road ahead or at least, whet your appetite for the road ahead now that you guys are at full strength?
It definitely helped us in a way of, knowing what everybody brings to the table. Different lineups that we were able to play with. It gave us a look, just in case, we may need it. You never know. So it definitely gave us a confidence boost and, trusting a lot of guys in different situations. So, it was good that we were able to go through it, but, I'm also glad that we got everybody healthy now.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Jeff, the other night after the game, Blake Griffin talked about how some of the guys who came here sacrificed something, like he sacrificed in his buyout and so on. How meaningful is it for the group of guys around Kyrie and KD to have reached this point with them and be on the brink of what they came here to do?
Wait, you asked that again? Ask that again, man.
All right. Well, in other words, Blake said that guys have sacrificed to be part of this journey with in KD and Kyrie. So what does it feel like to get here with them?
It's amazing. We all, like Blake said, we all, in some way, shape, or form, sacrifice to, compete for a championship. And to be in this position that we're in, we finished strong, second place. Not too bad for the season that we had. And, this is all about. Now we, need to go out there and just, play together and play hard for one another. And, it's all going to pay off at the end of the road. So, it's, this is what we all, sacrifice for.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Jeff, how are you processing the play-in tournament? Are you watching it with bated breath to see who you're going to face? Could you fall asleep in the middle of it? I mean, how are you planning to view and process that?
What time is it? They play at what time?
It's a little late. It's a little late for me. I think it's a 9 o'clock game. Is that what time it tips? It's late.
9 o'clock depends on how long I go if I fall asleep on it. But you got two good teams that's going to battle. To try to get that 7th seed. Washington has, played well, the last 20 or so games to put themselves in a good position in the playoffs. Boston is a team that's, been good. I mean, they battle, with some injuries, but, they're going to go out there and battle. So it's going to be a good game. And we'll be prepared when the time comes. And I know the opposing team will as well. So, I might, check it out. Give it a glance, see who we end up playing in the first round. So, I'll be prepared and to try to visualize of, what the assignment might be.
Steve says he's going to have a beer with it, so maybe you can impede on that. Thank you.
I ain't going to drink.
Thank you.
I'll get some water or something.
Bruce Beck with NBC New York.
Jeff, you provided a lot of leadership this year, and you played 68 games. You were a source of stability as well. What will you do in terms of leadership in the postseason? And is that something that naturally evolves, or do you approach it a certain way?
I just continue to do what I've been doing. Voicing my opinions here and there. Going out there just playing hard, playing for my team. I don't think at this point I need to, preach anything. I think we know what we need to accomplish and what we need to do to get to that point. So I don't think I need to, walk in a locker room and, start preaching about what we need to do. I think we all understand, what's at hand and the journey that we need to accomplish, going through the playoffs. So, go out there and just play hard and play for my team.
Jared Greenberg with Turner.
Hey, Jeff, I know it's been a few years, but with everything that you went through health-wise while you're in Boston, do you still reflect back on, just how grateful you are to be to this point and what those years were like for you when you were going through your heart issues?
I mean, be honest with you, I reflect every day. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, every time I take my shirt off, I see my scars. So it's always a moment of, thankfulness and, being blessed. And I'm able to still play at the level that I'm playing, and I don't take it for granted. And, I'm just, blessed to be in the position I'm in, almost 10 years to this, almost 10 years, and, still playing at a high level. So, I don't complain. I don't, proud about anything. I'm just, thankful. And, like I said, every time I'm in the mirror or I look down and I have my shirt off, I see, the blessing that I was blessed with. So, I'm very, very thankful.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, what's going on, Jeff? Just curious, man, some of these practices that you guys are able to have now, because I guess it'd be fair to say this is the healthiest you guys have been all season pretty much. And B, the transition of going from the regular season into the playoff, just what do these practices feel like? What's the energy like in these practices? And secondly, you guys don't have an opponent. So how are you guys using this time where in other games you might be looking towards the opponent? What are you guys doing in these practices now that you don't have to spend time on because you don't know who you're playing yet?
Well, the energy's high. I think we're all excited to have everybody healthy. For one, I think we're excited about the playoffs. And, to your point about, not knowing who to play, I think we're using, we use today as a time to, get together, build the chemistry, understanding of different lineups and what we're trying to accomplish. Tonight we'll watch, and tomorrow we'll focus on, probably, I can't give you a schedule, but probably half on us, half on what the other team is doing. This is a long week, so we got a lot of time to prepare. But with everybody being healthy, I think it's about us trying to just get on the same page, focus on things that we can accomplish with the different lineups that we have, and I'll go from there.
Tina Cervasio with Fox 5 New York.
Hey, Jeff. Of course, building up to this game and this first round, all the billboards, all the headlines, there's that label of the big three. How can you describe in your words how so many players on this entire roster have contributed together to get to this point as you guys embark on these playoffs?
It means everything. I think Kevin said it last game. We look at it as the Big 15. We all contributed in some way or form to get us to this point. With the injuries that we dealt with, the movements around trade deadline. I mean, we all stepped up and, when our name were called and, contributed to help this team win and to put us in a position where, we are second seed and we was battling for first all season. So, it was great that everybody did their part. We all came in and, prepared ourselves well to, help our team in some way or form. And that's the great thing about our team.
Last question, Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Great way to end it. Hey, Jeff, I don't know how much this affects you guys, but, there's a lot of players that the only playoff experience they have is from last season in the bubble, which is obviously a lot different than what it's going to be like with more fans around. Is it an adjustment period, you think, get going from that? Or given as fans have been coming back throughout the season, it might be a moot point?
I think it's just different with fans. But, playoffs, the goal is, to win 16 games. Whether it be your first time around being in the bubble or, 3 years ago, the objective is all the same. Go out there and you play hard to try to help your team, win first to 16. So, I can't say if the experience is going to be different, but, by the guys being in that environment, of, understanding that, every possession, every game counts. The focus has to be high. I think it prepared them for, what's at hand for us this weekend, started this weekend. So, I don't think it's a huge difference. Only thing, difference probably be just the fans entering the building.
Thanks so much, Jeff. We appreciate it.
No problem. This is a packed house tonight, man. Huh?
Thanks, Jeff.
We all came for you, Jeff.